Probably don't need to talk very loud because I got the microphone nice and close to my face. All right, so in this clip, we got a bunch of things going wrong. Obviously, a motorcyclist in a big hurry on a CBR 1000RR. Clip says this bike ran off the road. Yeah, we saw that. You're trying to overtake several vehicles in excess speeds and with limited visibility and sight lines, right? So that's one of the biggest issues here. This biker is riding too fast for their skill level, obviously, but also for the distance that they can see ahead. He can only see so far down the road, and then a truck's pulling out onto the road, not expecting a vehicle like this motorcycle to be coming along at such a high rate of speed. That vehicle turning out, the white truck, thinks he has plenty of time to pull out onto the road. So he's obeying the rules of the road, operating safely and responsibly. And here comes this motorcycle, almost rear ends the truck, almost sideswipes the truck, ends up having to go off onto the shoulder, around the truck, and off the road to be able to not die, right? I want you to think about this as we watch this clip again. How many things could have gone wrong here? And even though everything worked out in the biker's favor on this one, imagine there's no shoulder. Imagine there's a guardrail or a wall or a big cliff drop or something, other vehicles, other traffic, pedestrians off on the shoulder where he pulls into. Imagine there's anything in the way there that doesn't allow him to get on the shoulder and cruise through like that. This biker is probably severely injured, if not dead. Right here you can see we're obviously looking for an opportunity to pass. We overtake one, we overtake two. Here comes the white truck. Now look at all this room this biker has. Now imagine that there was anything in the way here. They're riding too fast for their level of skill, right? So watch this. As he passes these cars, notice how long he sticks into this lane before he even is able to get back into his own lane, right? So that entire time he's still in the oncoming lane. He would have been better off to stay in that oncoming lane as this white truck pulls out in front of him. Then he could have kept going, riding like an idiot. We need to be aware here as the biker. Let's say you pull this idiotic move. Don't do this in the first place, and then you don't have this problem, right? Just wait patiently in the line of cars. Don't try to overtake multiple vehicles around a blind curve with limited visibility, and that'll keep you from getting in trouble in the first place. In the event you do decide to be a bonehead and do this move, now we want to be having awareness, looking ahead, situational awareness to see what else is coming up ahead. As soon as we see this white truck pulling out, we definitely need to be reducing speed. This would be a good time to probably practice our maximum braking skills, right? There's plenty of room to slow down and stop here with maximum braking. It's just that this rider probably doesn't have the skills to do it, right? Another thing we need to be aware of is what escape routes do we have here? If this white truck does pull out and cut us off, where can we go? So all in all, it worked out well for this rider because he chose to maneuver over onto the shoulder, didn't collide with the vehicle. So put himself in a bad position in the first place and then was lucky to have room to get out of it, right? So I want you to understand there's no skill involved here for this rider. It was simply luck. And this rider, I'm sure he's cussing up a storm, probably talking smack on the white truck here, like the white truck did something wrong. When that's the problem you see a lot is none of these motorcyclists want to take responsibility for their own actions, right? This is no one's fault but the biker. If this biker would have collided and gotten himself killed, it would have been no one's fault but the bikers, right? And that's coming from a motorcycle safety instructor, okay? Bikers need to take responsibility for their actions. You are responsible for your life on these machines. 99% of the time, it's stuff like this. Excess speed, overtaking two vehicles on a blind curve, and then cussing out another driver because they were driving their vehicle responsibly on these roads, and you almost killed yourself. Ride within your limits every time you ride. Impatience can get people into a lot of trouble. These vehicles, this two-wheel machine has the capability to go from very slow speed to very high speed in a very short amount of time. When people are impatient and they take advantage of that feature, it can really get you into trouble. It almost got this person killed. So I hope you learned something from watching this. I hope you stay patient out there and don't get yourself in a bad situation like this. And if you do, I hope it works out as nicely as it did for this rider. You were very lucky there.